Y'all, gang, 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 gang. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. This my official reaction to The Last of Us Part Two gameplay. I guess Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann, and them dropped some gameplay. The video 23 minutes. And, man, we gonna see what they working with, man. Last of Us, one of my favorite games, man. So I had to react to this. I gotta see what they talking about. I already know they finna deliver. I already know they finna go crazy, man. Let's see what they talking about. Also, I'm gonna leave the original link to the video down in the description. So if y'all wanna go check the video out for yourselves, y'all can find the link in the description, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go ahead and react to this video. Let's see what they got for us. Let's get it. Gang, gang, gang. See what they talking about. That PS4 beat right there. Let's get it. Blood and gore, sexual nudity. They going all out.
I know you wish things were different.
Look at that Ellie right there. That innocent Ellie.
I wish things were different.
That gotta be him.
Ellie!
That gotta be a part of him teaching her how to play the guitar, or him.
But they ain't.
Man, that looks so nice. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents Naughty Dog.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Man, look at those graphics, bro. What?
Do this smart.
Look at the grass.
You're leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
Hold on.
You can't stop this.
Bro, do y'all see the
So they just get
puddle?
to get away
the
with
puddle
this?
looks so real.
How'd you find us?
What? Look at the puddle.
You can't stop this.
I want what you want,
Damn.
but not at any cost.
The detail, man.
I really hope you make it.
She's like she was scared of something right there. Or she must have did something. Man,
have to finish
fucking
it.
lightning and rain.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Let's fucking go.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th,
sorry, y'all, but
when
I'm
the game
so
will
turned
finally
right
be in
now.
your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience,
Can't wait to
especially
play it.
now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well.
Let's get it, Neil.
Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off,
Man, look
we'll
at
be
the
showing a
graphics.
never-before-seen,
Like how the
lengthy
stars
gameplay
look,
sequence.
The fire look real.
You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away.
That's that, man. That's the hospital from the
They
first
were
one.
actually gonna make a cure.
Man,
The only catch, it would kill her.
Go that Joe right there, boy. Let's get it.
The Last of Us
That's
Part
my
2
boy.
picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships.
Like this could
within the
actually
community.
be a movie if they
Scale
wanted
of
it to
1
be,
to 10.
or a TV series.
How would you
This
rate
if it was,
a kiss
it'd
from
take
last
off,
night?
bro.
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice.
Dog, man, look
Her
at
journey
that,
will
bro.
take her to new parts of the
That's
country
beautiful.
previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest.
Man, look, man, what?
Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore,
Look at the
rendered in
wood, look at the
meticulous
marble
detail and
floor.
unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine.
Man,
Our goal
they
was to make
snap.
these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible.
I'm gonna steal y'all engines. I'll figure
Much
out
of the
how they
story
work.
unfolds in what remains of Seattle,
Look
a
at-
massive former quarantine zone.
Look at the structures.
Its
of the
locales are
buildings.
incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts
Let's
in
go.
architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely.
Let's get it.
The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources.
Let's go. That's like an
One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser.
WLF.
Girl, did you see her?
Damn, that had to be a death scene right there.
On the other side of this
Or
bloody
Ellie
conflict
must
is a
have
group of
knocked down or
religious
something.
zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply
Man, look at
tribalistic
that-
and
look at that,
territorial.
the rain on their
They're known for
skin.
being stealthy, using overgrowth as
Look
cover,
real,
and they
man.
use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the
I'm
recently
tired of those
infected
motherfucking
runners,
things.
who are more
I'm tired
numerous
of
and
those
aggressive in
motherfucking
this
things
game.
the first one. The runners.
The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack,
I remember them
surprising their
left
victims
behind.
with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers.
Oh,
Large,
shit.
heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustules, upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims.
Ooh, that part
But our
looks-
most
that
terrifying
part look
and lethal
nice.
new forms of
That
infected
red light.
will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
Yeah, you can't stay in
They
one
can pick
spot
up your
now.
scent and alert their handlers to your presence.
Man, guard dogs.
Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
I'm gonna have a hard time with these dogs.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight.
Let's get it.
However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option.
Grass, but the grass looks so good.
You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths
Let's go.
or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her
Let's
enemies.
get it.
She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move. Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Back off!
Let's go.
Got you now!
Ooh. See how he reacts to when she pulled the axe out his stomach?
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Let's go. I can't wait to do this mission, man. This mission look good. This mission right here look good. I guess they're gonna be like underground subway. I like
Our
that
goal is to
red
create
light.
unparalleled
That's
attention,
beautiful.
coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench
How real
system.
the workbench look.
Scavenge for parts to modify
good,
and
bro.
improve your weapon's performance and
You can
attributes,
actually see what you're
all of
doing.
which
That
are
shit-
visualized and
man,
become part of your
That
character.
shit go crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment,
Get it.
which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Explosive arrows. Let's go. And the suppressors too. Let's get it, bro.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
I'm using those explosive arrows a lot. I don't care. I do not care.
As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Let's get it. Let's get it. We got some gameplay. Let's go. Oh yeah. I guess he taught her how to swim. Let's get it. How to swim. Now you, the detail to the water on her book bag, bro. That like.
Did you find her yet?
Shit.
Escape while no one was looking.
Let's
Search
get
the
it.
area, just in case she's still around.
Look at the
Isaac's not
graphics, bro.
happy.
Look at the water, man.
No shit.
Everything.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
You can tell she sounded a little older. I know she's gonna have to sound a little older because she got older though. But that's kind of dope though, and that's kind of nice that the actor was able to do that. To how in the first game she had to sound like a kid, to now how her voice progressed over the years. Oh, she listening to music.
Don't make a fucking sound.
I was like, how she don't hear that? She got a PSP.
You know a girl named Nora?
I'm like, how she don't hear that water?
Where is she?
In the hospital.
Where in the hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
You should never try to do that.
Fuck.
She should never try to do that. She put the knife back in her back pocket. She had that PSP. What she was watching though? What was she watching? I know it ain't okay. I know it ain't no internet. She had, I don't know. She probably was listening to music.
Boat's away. The word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for 5.
You shit me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
Look at the wood, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier.
Look
Makes
at the
these shifts
wood.
so much easier.
Everything to the dust
Keep
building
that in
up on the
mind.
glass.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
You can tell over the years, like everything done, like the grass, earth took over everything. Like the grass got taller.
I heard that Isaac wants us to
Popped
retake
him,
all of downtown.
popped him with that pistol.
I heard we might
Them
take the
suppressors,
fight
man, I'm
to
gonna be using those a lot.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
It's what I heard.
Shut up.
All right, calm down.
Charlotte!
Let's get it.
Sticky tape from that way!
Oh, they seen it. They seen her. They seen. I guess they just seen their friend die.
Fan out. Check the whole close-up. Someone's out there.
Got the Molotov. mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. It's either me or you. Man, them bow and arrows still smooth.
Just like that.
The sound effect to when like she shoot him in the head. And you can see a hole in his head too. The details of the shot. The bullet went through his head. You can see the hole on the side. Damn.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit! Shit! Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now! Asshole! I found her!
Let's go. Let's get it. Like the game, man. The gameplay. I like how the person kind of missing shots too at the same time. I missed so many shots in the first one.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Little cutscene right there. That's nice. Yeah.
That you, Nora?
Sound like they playing Ice Cube. Oh yeah, that's that Ice Cube. They playing that Ice Cube. Let's go, Naughty Dog. Man, let's get it, bro. They playing that Ice Cube. And like they had that song off San Andreas too. With GTA San Andreas, when you ride in the car, that song come on by Ice Cube.
Abby here.
I'm not stupid.
Today was a good
You
day.
can't tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this,
I'm getting tired of this. Nora. Nora!
They tea
I'm
listening
not
to some
going down
music.
for her, man.
They turn listening to some music. Ellie should have said ooh ah when she was in events, and they always gonna look up talking about what's that noise? Who's saying ooh ah? You ain't gonna grab a duct tape, whatever that is, bandages, syringe.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Bro, look at the graphics for her hair. She got real African American hair like that. It just looks so real.
Remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Something must happen right there. Last of Us Part 2. Damn, that's it. At least gave us 5 more minutes. June 19. 2 days. I can't wait to play it, man. PS4 Pro. Man, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Like I said, man. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So if y'all want to watch the video for yourself, y'all can click on the link. Man, I had a good time watching the video, man. I can't wait to play it, man. I'm like, this gonna be game of the year. I don't like the first one. This gonna be game of the year. PS4, I'm thinking they're gonna drop another version on PS5, probably just like another version, because it ain't really it don't look like it's really that much to be done to it, unless they like kind of like polish up a few parts and drop the remastered version, or they just gonna drop another version, not remastered, just gonna drop The Last of Us Part 2 on PS5. Probably a different cover though, but man, I can't wait to play it, man. If y'all like the video, man, go ahead, hit that likes up button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more reaction videos, more gameplay, more content from me, man. And man, let's get it, man. It's Quincy Hearts, gang, gang, gang. Let's get it.